All right, we've had a very busy couple weeks here. One evening we had our Pointe Coupee Parish Sheriff's Office and our SRT team meet up with the probation and parole guys. They had 9 warrants that they wanted to execute in one evening. So we all gathered up and we had one person of interest that was known to always be with drugs. And so when we got to that person's residence, we had a very, very good bust there. 4 bottles of promethazine cough syrup, that's a prescription only, marijuana, and also had the brown heroin laced with fentanyl. So we're very glad to get that off of the street. The street value on that is around $10,000. However, fentanyl is a killer. So it's priceless to get that off of the street. A grain or two big as salt can possibly kill a person. So we're excited about that there to get that off the street, heroin and the fentanyl. So hallelujah on that, a combined effort with probation, parole, and Pointe Coupee Sheriff's Office. And then in the last couple of weeks, we've been very busy. So we've had another drug dealer that was we was able to pick up in Marganza, and he was charged with distribution of marijuana. So we're excited to finally be able to get that. So what a lot of people don't realize is the time that it takes to catch someone in the act. They sometimes use other people to sell, and most of them don't sell themselves. So they are very elusive and very hard to catch in the act. So we was able to do that in Marganza, and I think the date on that is April the 4th. So just right after that, on April the 12th, this past Friday, we was also able to arrest 2 more. So Friday morning, we made an arrest on a person that had some cocaine laced with fentanyl. So hallelujah, a killer. So if that gets into the people's hands, it's possibly going to kill some people. So we're excited about that too. And again, some of these cases may take 3 months to 6 months to develop. Some could take a year. It's just very hard to catch that person in the act. And then Friday evening, we had another call out and another bust at Luke's grocery store in Fort Oaks. We've been getting bombarded with calls from the public. Hey, we think this guy's doing that. Think this guy's doing that. And this is actually the store owner selling vapes, illegal vapes, and marijuana over the counter in a grocery store. So again, it takes a lot of surveillance, many man hours to be able to get enough probable cause and evidence to catch these drug dealers. And that's what they are. And I've been a DARE officer for 11 years. I've coached kids and children for 23 years. So I really care. It is one of my biggest things that I'm against is the sale of drugs in our parish. And especially now, the fentanyl out there is a game changer. It is a killer. So that day we was able to catch 2 people selling and arrest them. And so I want to applaud to all of my narcotics people and detectives and road deputies that all helped and put a hand into this. So while it was a great day, so we've got 4 in the last month. So that's a great thing. I mean, look, you might go a year or 2 before you get any. So it's something we're dedicated to the safety of our children and our community.
How often do y'all make drug busts in Pointe Coupee Parish?
Whew, look, it's been tough. We've had a couple years ago we made the largest drug bust in the history of Pointe Coupee Parish. Huge. But it's not near as many as I want. So we've made a few changes and we're trying to get some energetic people that really want to help with that program. And it's a struggle because it's tough. And so we're reorganizing our narcotics division, and we've got some people that we think are motivated and trying to get out there. And we've made a big step forward in the last couple of months. Now, can we do 4 more next week? Probably not. Can we do 4 more next month? Probably not. It's just the nature of the beast.
Is the increasing frequency of these busts, is that indicative of something to you, that maybe crime is spilling over from some of the larger cities to your area? Or
Correct. So here we are in a beautiful Pointe Coupee. This is a beautiful rural community. We got False River right here. We got Old River. So people come here, and it's the countryside, it's rural, and it's quiet. So some of the drug dealers, to escape the big city pressures, moved into areas where there's maybe a low concentration of law enforcement. It's unfortunate that we've had some small PDs like Morganza Police Department that's not very active anymore. Photos maybe a little bit, but Morganza especially, there's no full-time police force there. So we see an influx of people moving into rural communities like Pointe Coupee to try to hide in the country, low keyed. And my chief deputy Brad Joffrey and I was talking the other day. It's been such a long lax and pressure on the drug dealers in the past 12 years or so. It seems that they're trying to migrate here in half, and that's alarming. I've never would have dreamed that we would have that many drug dealers in Pointe Coupee, and I would never dream that we have that many people in this parish that use drugs. So that's mind boggling. It's hard to comprehend that 20, 40, 50-year-old people that might be using drugs, and we're talking hardcore drugs, not just marijuana. You know, some of these dealers are just selling marijuana, but that's the start. So that's what we've caught them with. What else do they have? We don't know. And I had a mother that talked to me last year. Her son tried marijuana for the first time in his life with a group of people at a party. It was laced with fentanyl, and he died. So how can a person in today's world try any drug? And if there's any child or children, college or high school kids listening to our program, please do not try anything. Fentanyl is a killer. You cannot try marijuana, any type of pill, any type of drug. If it does not come from the pharmaceutical drug company, you're taking a chance of killing yourself. So it's scary. I cannot understand how anybody can take a chance now on buying a drug and taking it.
and with these situations increasing everywhere, what type of steps or plans are y'all putting in place in anticipation of
I'm
it?
trying to revamp my narcotics division. I'm going to try to utilize my CID division really soon. I want all hands on deck. We are proactive, and we're going to continue to be proactive in Pointe Coupee. I care about the citizens' lives, and drugs will destroy a community. It is probably responsible for 90% of all crimes. The theft, the stealing, probably most of your domestics, and mostly uh, your killings. Most of our crime is derived from drugs, whether they're selling it or using it. 90% of all crime, drugs. It's
Sure.
the root to all evil, and it will destroy a parish and a community.